Hi, my soul friends. Welcome to Alchemy Tarot. I know it's been some time since I've done a video, and I honestly had gone through pretty much a difficult journey between the last time I've done a video to now, and I am just here back to fulfill my life's purpose in giving and delivering beautiful messages from spirit. So I am going to continue to do that, and I am here to stay. so I recently just saw a movie called Past Lives on Showtime, and I felt really called to give a message on your soulmates, purpose in your life, what they may look like, what they would like to say to you via their higher self, and just take a look at that, because we all kind of have someone in our life that is here for our highest good and is supposed to give us love. And so with that being said, I'm going to get into each pile, and then from there you will get to choose. So I have pile number 1 with the blue howlite. Pile number 2, I have lapis lazuli, and pile number 3, I have fluorite. And I want you to take a moment and pause and really use your clairs in order to select the piles. In order for you to really hone in on your psychic abilities, because you do have them, you wouldn't be here if you didn't. You have to hone in on which pile you're feeling most called to through those senses. So use your clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, or claircognizance. Understand where the piles are leading you to through those senses. So practice, and if any of those messages still don't resonate, that's okay. That means that the message here today was for someone else and not for you, and we will make sure that we get those messages for you at a later time. So anyways, thank you, my soul friends, and I am ready to get into the message. I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, pile number 1. So my pile that chose the blue howlite. I am so excited that you are here, particularly for this reading, because like I had mentioned, we are focusing on soulmates, and boy, oh boy, am I already getting a lot of messages about you being soulmates with the person that's on your mind. So I'm already getting chills with all of these cards. And so let me just go ahead and get into it, because they are eager for me to tell you about this. So the person that you've met, and I have to preface by saying, if this message fits it's meant for you. And if it's not, like if it feels like you're taking a square peg into, or a round peg into a square hole, or however the saying is, the idiom, or whatever the saying is, if it feels like it doesn't fit, this message is not for you. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That just means that your spirit guides have a message for you at a later time, and that these people really needed to hear this message. So I just wanted to preface that you have met someone who you felt like is your soulmate, and but there's been a lot of difficulties on the path of being together, and we need to really like hone in on what those challenges are in order for you to finally be reunited, or finally be in a harmonious relationship with this person. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, in my spread, in the past, I have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands for me is about harmony, being in a very harmonious relationship. Your environment is very harmonious. And right here, I have in the card, it's honestly a marriage here. So either you are already married, that could be for a few of you, or this person, like nobody else in the world has really signified marriage to you. Like you've been in relationships where you're like, oh, this just doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like someone who I would marry. And then boom, lo and behold, this person walked into your life and you're like, yes, this is who I would want to marry. And right now, your spirit guides are trying to tell you that you are in the process of receiving the 10 of Cups. And this is like, you are already married, you have a baby in the middle, you guys are loved, and there are people who love you so much, who want to see you succeed and see the circle of life come to you. But there is some difficulties of getting to that point right now. There is a portion of where you are right now where you have the 10 of Swords going on, where there is immense amount of anxiety, or there is something that has happened to where it doesn't feel, oh wow, I'm being drawn to the imagery of like you're gripping onto something and this person has cut off the fingers, like you were holding on to something and they're cutting it off. So there's like almost like a death grip onto something where maybe there's some unhealthy behaviors or unhealthy kind of like how do I put it? Like there is something that has happened to you, maybe traumatically in a past, or not a past life, but like something that has happened to you that is holding on to you. And it's almost like the universe has come through and has cut it off because it's not serving you whatsoever. So it's maybe that focus of like, okay, where in your life right now do you feel like you're gripping onto something and you feel like it's been ripped away from you? Was it a past relationship where it was unhealthy and you're still stuck to that? Is that one thing? Or is there fear? Is fear holding on to you and now the universe is intervening and cutting it off? That's kind of the message that I'm getting right there. And the more and more you focus on this kind of unstable thought process, something that's very unstable, the more you hang on to it, the more unstable you've become. That's what they're trying to say. You feel as though you don't have everything under control. You might be acting out of impulsivity. There is like this sense of like, well, I thought I had everything going and everything was right, and now it's kind of the fear of how things have not been playing out to how you thought it would. It has created this like impulsive side of you. And my spirits are reminding me to tell you that the more you control, the more you try to resist, the more your plans are not going to go according to what you thought. You need to understand that the universe has its own plans, but the more and more you try to control it, the more and more it's just delaying the process. They're telling me to tell you that you need to surrender. There is a bigger plan to this that you are not aware of. They're showing me like the horse where you have the blinders here, and you're so focused on what this end goal is, and you have these blinders on, and you can't see things around you of what's going on. There are things that are happening behind the scenes. There are things that the universe is wanting you to go to. It's almost like they're showing me, what my spirit guides are showing me is like the blinders, right? You see this like bale of hay like out in the distance, right? And you're looking at it and you're focused on getting there, and it's almost like it's treacherous on the way there. But if you just took off the blinders, you would see more around you, and you would see like there's an easier path more to your right where there's more hay. I think it's silly how like they're showing me in the form of a horse, so maybe horses resonate with you or maybe not. But either way, the moral of the story is that if you are just so focused and zoned in on one path, you're going to take the longest path. Allow for creativity to come into your world. Say, universe, I release what I would like to happen, and allow the universe to be creative in the outcome. Think of things like that. Start to pray like that, and you will start to surrender with those intentions. And the more and more you do that, the blinders will come off. And then there might be a creative way for you to get the end result. Something might come through. Now, I don't know exactly how this is going to happen, but it's mostly because your spirit guides don't want you to know how it's going to happen, because then how else are you going to have faith? How else are you going to surrender in the future in a situation like this? You're going to be challenged with surrendering more in your life later down the road. This is one of those lessons. You have to learn how to surrender and allow the love to come through naturally and organically, how the universe has intended it to be. So the more and more you focus on just allowing things to unfold naturally and organically of how they're supposed to be, the more and more you'll see things happen faster. The more and more you'll see that love, or the blessing that has been waiting for you, will come to you sooner. Because once you remove those blinders, you'll be able to look left and right and see that there's other bigger opportunities that have faster results. That's what they're saying. Because I have this Page of Wands, like I had mentioned. It's almost like this impulsivity that you have within yourself is rooted in this fear that you're not going to get what you want. And they're trying to tell you, like, no, loved one, you have so many blessings waiting for you, but you need to let go. You need to have patience and allow for it to happen in divine timing. The more and more you resist, the more and more you are furthering yourself away from what you want. And it's almost like if you don't allow it to happen naturally, the universe is going to intervene and make some changes for you to learn the lesson a little bit harder. And who really wants to do that? I know that we all have kind of like a lesson to learn, but who really wants to learn the lesson the hard way, really? Who wants to? You will become more wiser that way. You do have free will. You can go this route where you decide to go this harder route, but they're saying, hey, it doesn't always have to be hard. It can always be easier. So sit and pray and have faith and know that in divine timing it will happen. And the more you do that, the more in alignment that you will be able to Get with this soulmate. This soulmate is someone who you love dearly and they love you too. They're telling me that the love that you're going to experience with this person is going to exceed your expectations. And I've totally been on your end where I'm like, well, stop teasing me with cake. Like, stop, allow me to have a piece of the cake. And you will have that at some point, but when it's your birthday. Like, that's what they're saying. Like, and that might mean like around your birthday time, you might actually get in alignment with this person. But I think what they're saying is like, you can't have cake every single day. They're saying like, how we all just wait for our birthday and we know, okay, that's going to be the time that we're going to celebrate and have the birthday cake. That's kind of how you need to see this. It's like, when it's your birthday, when it's time, that's when it'll come. And we understand that our birthday is like, it happens once a year. Imagine like being, 6 or 9 months away from your birthday. You're just going to have to trust and have faith that at some point your birthday is going to come around and then you'll be able to celebrate. They're saying that. Have faith and trust that when it's time, it's coming. It's coming and you will not miss out on your own birthday party. They will make sure that you're in attendance. And it's like kind of like this, like you will be like in union with this person. Or for those of you who are already married, if you are already with this person, it's just more of like, if you're having difficulties with this person, understand that there will be a time where your relationship will be repaired, if that's the situation that you see yourself in right now. But if that's not the case, if there's a separation between the two of you, understand that this relationship is divinely guided, and when it's divine timing, that's when it'll come. And they want to kind of give you a shout out that you are an abundant woman. You are sexy. You are, you have things that people would be envious of, but there are snakes around. There are definitely some snakes around. But you are the queen of the jungle. You understand how to handle these snakes around. Now, they do want me to focus on the person that you're involved with. This person is definitely having some issues where they're not really sure what they want. In this picture, you see how this person is two-faced. And I don't see that as like a symbolic, like in a symbolic way. I think it's just more of like they're trying to understand which way to look. They're looking at things from so many different perspectives. This person, they have the two faces. So here they look a little bit younger. Here they look a little bit more wiser and older. So I think this is more of symbolic in the sense of like wisdom versus being naive, or being naive versus being wise. So it's possible that this person is being forced to grow a lot. On this side of the card, they have the wands, and the wands is about being impulsive as well, or doing things that make them feel young. And then we have here a key. So I think of the key of knowledge, which comes from wisdom, which comes from experience. So they are seeing things through two different lenses. They're trying to balance things in their own life. It's up to them to kind of understand what works best for them. And so if you are not getting much from this person right now, if you're in separation from them, it's because they are kind of weighing out what they want in their what they want in their own life. Do they want to act out in being naive, or do they want to speak and understand from wisdom? Time will tell. They need to go through that, and that's kind of in alignment with what they're saying in here of, you need to surrender. They need to go through that. They need to see what they want, and they have their own free will. You cannot control that. So that's a portion of it. If this person feels like they're a little distant, or if they feel like they can't make a decision, well, that's because they want to see it from all angles. They want to see it from a point of view where they are jovial and have like a youthful mindset, but then also a part of them is saying like, no, let me think of this through wisdom. And then what you don't know is that this person is really slow moving. They are fearful of making things very, like making rash decisions. So that's also a part of their fear of like, well, what if they do make rash decisions? So that's part of the slowness of it. They want to make sure that they're making every single right move. And a part of that is just going to take time. So this impulsivity on your end is not going to allow this person to make the right decision in the right time. And they want to make sure that they have roots. I'm getting a message that this person is wanting to make a family tree with you. So meaning they want to have a life with you that expands and has a lot of abundance. But with that, you need to allow time to happen. You cannot grow a tree in a couple days. You can't even grow a tree in a couple months. It takes time. And you really want the roots to be stable, because whenever the storm comes through, you want to make sure that it's really rooted. It's not something that's going to be uprooted. And this person is like that. They're not someone who's going to just like do something so willy-nilly and just not think through it. So what they want you to say, what your spirit guides want you to know, is allow this person some time. Because you guys are soulmates. I have the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups for me is a soulmate energy. This is past lives, literally my past life card. You guys are kindred souls. You guys have been here before, but you need to allow this person space and time to grow and understand what they want. Because once they solidify what they want, which is be you, then they can move forward and grow some roots and really be grounded in this relationship. And anything that comes through that might threaten this relationship wouldn't even be able to stand a chance, because they're so rooted and only want you. So the end of this message, though, that your spirit guides want you to know, is that when you surrender and allow the time to pass and allow this person to really grow, then things will come so fast. Because I have the Chariot here. That's your outcome. So the more you surrender and just say, hey, I have faith and I know that this is going to happen, then you're leaving room for the universe to really do its thing and really allow this to come through. So that's really beautiful. I have definitely been on the other end. I've been in your shoes before, and I have learned that yes, the more I surrender, the more blessings come in quickly. So I did want to get some oracle cards of what your person would want you to know right now, because it definitely seems like there is a lot left unsaid. So let's see what is needing to be said here. Let's see. So Spirit, if you could help me in understanding my soul friends and their loved ones, what they would like for them to know, if you could please use your energy to allow the person's higher self to come through in these cards. I greatly appreciate you and love you for this message that we would be receiving. Okay, let's see. What would their higher self like to tell you? Oop. Okay, we'll take one. I still think about you. That's for sure. So for those of you that are in separation, this person's still thinking about you. I see you in myself. You know what I was just reminded of like that impulsive nature. they also possess that nature, if that resonates. And they just want to make sure that they're doing things grounded and with time. Let's see. Can we still have some more cards, please? Can we still have some more cards? Woo! Thank you, Spirit. I want you to enjoy your life. Again, like the person that they are right now, it's not going to allow you to really enjoy them. You want them when they're right. They want you to really enjoy your life now, and then when it's time for them to come in, they want them to be someone that you can enjoy. So allow that time to come through, and allow the right person to come through. Ooh. Spirit, can I please have some more? I like 2 or 3 more cards, Spirit. Oh, I'll just take this one. Past life regression. Yes, we are talking about past lives. Spirit definitely wanted me to talk about this. This person is from your past life, for sure. So that's why, it's kind of giving you that peace of mind of understanding that the reason why you feel so intense towards this person is because you have been together in a past life. That's for sure. For sure. Without a doubt. Ooh. I knew it all along. I think you knew it all along. I think this is a message for you of like, you've known all along that this is a past life. So this is just confirmation. This is your validation. That these feelings are not normal because they are normal because you've been here before. In a past life, you've been together with this person. Spirit, may I please have one more card? Can you please use your energy to pull one more card for us? Spirit, thank you so much for the energy that you have. Thank you. I've never met someone like you. It's so beautiful. Let's see what's on the bottom. You fill me up with happiness. So beautiful. These are all very positive cards because there definitely are some cards in here. There are definitely some cards in here that are negative. And you really have some positive messages here. Let's go back through them. I see you in myself. I've never met someone like you. Past life regression. I knew it all along. I still think about you. I want you to enjoy your life. So beautiful. So let's go ahead and do some charms and let's see what comes out through there. And yeah, let's see. Spirit, I would just like a handful of charms that can be tied to this connection and message. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I have passion here. This charm is so small you probably will not be able to see it, but there's a lot of passion. This person wants you to remember that there's a lot of passion. That passion that they felt at the beginning, it's still there. I want you to know it's still there. This person just has a shell around them right now. They're kind of guarding their heart right now. That's one message just coming through. Monstera. So what I think about the Monstera is one time I was in there was an ice storm that had moved through Texas, and we had no electricity in February of 2021. Look it up, it was awful. I did not have any heat in my apartment, and so most of my plants had died except for my monstera. My monstera was thriving, and so they're trying to remind you that this is a relationship that can test the test of time, and it just takes a long time to sprout and grow those leaves. So again, there's that big message there. And then I have an ice cream cone. So however this resonates to you, maybe the summertime, maybe that might be a message for some of you, that's kind of when you'll start to see things kind of come to fruition between this relationship, or this person really just, another message is like, you are just as sweet as ice cream. You are just as like, you know how people desire ice cream sometimes? This is what they view you as. It's like, you're a real treat. And they, I'm getting the message of like, if they were with you, they would have a treat every single day. Like, doesn't that sound divine? You know, like that's how they view you. You are someone that they see as a treat, and they would have you every single day. So that's one of those messages here. And there's a lot of love here, like I had mentioned. And it's, you know, I'm getting a reminder of like how much inner working is in this heart. That means that like that has happened over past lives. So many lives have happened to where you guys have this love now that is enormous. I have another seashell. You know, it is interesting to me that there is like seashells here, and then there is ice cream here, and those remind me of the summer. So that definitely, that might mean something for a lot of you guys, of like the summertime is kind of when things will start to look up. And then I have the angel wing here, and that just means that this is divinely guided. So yes, that's the message that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. And I love being a part of this journey and being able to give you this message. So if any of this resonates, please leave me a comment, give me a like so I know that this resonated with you, or just go ahead and give me a subscribe, because I will definitely have more videos like this in the future. All right, my soul friends, I love you. Bye. Hi, soul friends. Thank you for joining in today's reading. You had the lapis lazuli, and so this is your message. So I think it's so interesting. You know, I watched that movie Past Lives, and now I am I went through pile number 1 and they had the 6 of Cups, and that is symbolic for me for past lives and being kindred souls, having someone that feels like they've been cut from the same cloth. That to me is that soulmate soul card. So if you've selected that, if you've selected this pile, well, guess what? You've gotten that card here too. You've got the 6 of Cups. So my spirit guides are really kind of teaching me about that 6 of Cups and kind of what that means. So I'm grateful that you are here to kind of be a part of my own life lesson and learning this tarot more. So I'm grateful for you, but your spirit guides already have a lot of messages to come through here for you. But I wanted to start out with these cards here, the Cosmic Journey Oracle. To get an overall message, I was called to kind of pull this in first. And so let's see what's here, and then I think it might tie into everything else. So yeah, let's see what Spirit has to say here, because I was definitely called to pull this first. Your 11-year-old self. You know, intuitively what I'm getting out of that is, just to tie it into everything that I'm seeing here, is you have been thinking about love for a very long time, since you were at a young age. That's definitely something I'm getting here. Let's see what it says. Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm getting that. So let me just dive right in. There is a message about rebirth here. And I think that there's a lot here going on. There's a couple messages here of like every evolutionary turn is making you someone new. And you have to get rid of the old in that same sentence. And you definitely have gone through a big transformation. Whoever you used to be is no longer. They are giving you these kudos of like, you have been through the ringer. You had actually did a lot of shadow work, is what they're showing me. It's like you've done a lot of shadow work, and you're realizing that a lot of the things that you have gone through in your past was rooted in who you were as a child. And it was imposed on you as a child, and now you have unwired yourself, or you at least have recognized, hey, you know what, this engine of this car is really old, the wiring is all off, who did this? Now let me go take the owner's manual out, let me figure out how to rewire this so this engine can work again. That's what they're showing me of like, and that might be some kind of like, you might actually be related to a mechanic, or you might not, but somehow they're showing me like a car, that you recognize yourself as like a car, like a broken down car. You're like, this car used to run all the time, and now it's been beat down, and I need to figure out how to fix it, because otherwise, like, we don't have any other cars in life. In this thing called life, we don't have any other cars. So it's like that recognition of like, okay, we can't just like go out and buy a new car. We are the car. We need to figure it out. We need to rewire the computer so that it can be running again. And you really sat down, you put in the work, and you read all the books, and you rewired yourself so that way you could be working again. And that is you. Your spirit guides are saying kudos to whoever you are. You rewired yourself. You've done the work, and they are giving you all these kudos, and they're showing me the word abundance. Now, because of that, now you can travel. Now you can do all of these things. There are so many blessings that are going to be coming, because before you were kind of like at a standstill and you didn't know what you were doing. It was almost like you were like beating yourself up because you're like, this car that I have, it does not work and I don't know what to do with it. But then, you know what, there was like this spark that was under your butt, and you're like, no, I can't get anywhere without reworking this. And that's what they're showing me, is like you really are someone who's magnificent and really sat down and said, what do I need to do to make myself better? And having that passion, having that desire has now come in and is going to take you places. You're going to travel and be with someone that you've always wanted to be with. And I'm not getting the sense that you are involved with someone right now. So if that resonates, this message is for you. If not, this might not be your message. But yeah, definitely the energy here is that you haven't met your soulmate yet. This person's coming, and they wouldn't have been able to come unless you fixed the car. You know, they keep showing me that. So there's definitely some kind of like, they're showing me that. So I don't know what that means to you, but I hope it means something. It really does mean something to you. But now you can travel, you can do things, you can do whatever you want, and it's going to lead you and open the doors. They just showed me a bar. So like, if you were never someone who could go to a bar because you were holding yourself back, there was fear, now you've done the work. Now you would push yourself out to go to a bar. Or maybe you were afraid to travel, but now that fear, you've taken it and you've dealt with it, and now you are like, you know, when can I book a flight to Barcelona? That's you now. That is you now. Now you have this spark, this energy within yourself, and now all of these desires that were within yourself, you can actually fulfill them, because this fear that you were holding on to, that was holding on, like basically has you in a chokehold, it's gone. Now it might come up. They're reminding me that this kind of this fear is not going to go away for the rest of your life. It's going to always be there. But now, with this work that you've put into, now you have the sword. Now you have the knowledge to go forward and tackle it when it gets too bad. So you, right now, you are this star. You are on your way to bringing in your world's biggest wishes to fruition. And that is love, because you're destined to have love. You're destined to be with this soulmate person. They are waiting for you. They're going to come. And what your spirit guides are wanting you to remember is that when you have anxiety, when you go back to this dark place, and I feel like it's either a mother or a father that has really brought in a lot of this anxiety, take a look, change your perspective. You actually have worked really hard on perspectives of changing yourself to be on the outside. Like, instead of being only on one side of the conflict, now you're able to remove yourself and see from the outside of like, this is where this person's fears are affecting my fears. And so now you can actually be on the outside. So they're saying, use these tools, use this knowledge, use this new perspective that you've gained and worked really hard to have, to utilize in the future of when you find yourself really anxious, really fearful, where I'm reminded of analysis paralysis. Like, be mindful of that. Don't overanalyze. Just remember that you do have a new perspective of things, and don't allow it to really have a chokehold on you, because the moment you do that, you are blocking yourself. So remember that you are going to get this wish fulfillment. But if you don't, if you allow this fear to have a chokehold of you, of whoever, I feel like it's a mother, but like if you had someone who was like a motherly figure, like a grandmother, an aunt, a mom, a sister, whoever it is in your life, even like a friend, whoever it is that had like a chokehold on you and kind of really wired your brain, remember, you did all of this work to rewire. So the whenever there's like a threat of that kind of potentially coming back, remember that if you allow that to really have that chokehold on you again, that wish fulfillment won't be able to come to fruition. And there is someone who has a lot of love that is going to come your way. I have the Knight of Cups, and he is the man of romance. He is coming. You are at the start of a new cycle. You have ended whatever has happened in the past. It's done. It's over with. You don't have to deal with it anymore. Now you're at a whole new sector of your life. You're entering a whole new sector, and you're going to, like, a couple of years from now, 2-4 years from now, you're going to look at yourself and you're going to be like, wow, I've done so much work and look where it's got me. I've got a family. I've got a loved one. I've got what I've always wished of when I was 11 years old. That's what I'm getting. And that is really beautiful. You have done so much work, and I could not be more proud of you in this circumstances. You are strong. You are so strong. And it took a lot of work for you to get to this point, and they're saying there was a lot of passion behind it. So I am so proud of you for going through this and going against the odds, kind of going up the current. So that's really great. So let's go ahead and get you some advice cards and see what's next. What's next for this chapter for you? Or kind of just the advice first, and then let's see what comes after. So Spirit, if there's any advice that you would like for our pile number 2s to know, please use your energy to pull out the card that you feel is most needed in this message. For my pile number 2s, what do they need to know? Thank you so much in advance for your wisdom, and I thank you so much for your energy that you use for our friends, our soul friends. Spirit, can we please have one card? Spirit, may I please have one card? There we go. Woo! Okay, I just have one card. Thank you. The Ram and Dahlia. Determination. Yes, that is so good. Okay, let me see. Don't know what I did with the book. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so let's see what this card has to say. I think, where is L? L, L, L. Ooh. Okay. So sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this card, and I'm just like really struggling because I don't even know what L is. Is that 30? I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't know. Okay, XL. Which one is L? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I know there's a message here for you. They're really testing my determination right now, that's for sure. Let's see. Ah, there we go. The Ram and Dahlia is a card of action. The ram charges up the mountain with steady determination. That's so crazy because I was just thinking about like tuna, you know how it goes up the current. That's kind of what they're showing me about you. Like, despite your circumstances and despite how strong or like how hard the challenges and obstacles you had to go through, you were so determined to go through that. And it's interesting how that's definitely coming through. So again, the Ram and Dahlia is a card of action. The ram charges up the mountain with steady determination, removing any obstacles with its strong horns. Called the Queen of the Autumn Garden, the Dahlia is known for its persistence. It produces flowers in the summer and well into the fall, outlasting most other blooms. You have the power to accomplish your wildest dreams. While others may tire and lose interest, you are persistent and you will see your ambitions through. That is so evident here. It's not even funny. Just thinking about the analogy that my spirit guides were showing me about the car and how you were determined to refix this car. They're showing me like you were with the owner's manual, and that might actually mean something. Like you guys might actually have tried to fix your own car, and that's probably why it's coming in so fiercely, is because maybe you truly did have a situation with your car, and you were determined. But for those of you that does not resonate. It's just the same though. If there's any area in your life where you felt like you did not have the you had a lot of determination and your persistence got you through in the end result of what you wanted, that's the same thing here. And in the end, what's to be that's supposed to come from this hard work is actually going to be reaped in the near future. There's going to be love. Someone is waiting for you. Here with the Six of Cups, I have the Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and I have the Knight of Cups. There is someone who's going to be coming into your life that is going to kind of be someone that you've always pictured for yourself since you were young. So that's definitely coming through. Just remember that you are resilient. You have persistence in the best way. That's the best attribute that you have going for you right now. So just remember that you've gone through all of this hard work, and it's just going to get you closer to what you've always wanted. So I am truly honored that I am in the presence of someone who has had a lot of determination, a lot of persistence, and you are doing God's work by just working and breaking those cycles that have been bestowed on you, and you are doing a fantastic job. Your spirit guides are truly so proud of you, and they want nothing but love for you. So as the time goes on, you will get closer and closer to you meeting your soulmate. That's really beautiful. So let me know if this resonates. I really want to know if anybody really resonates with that car situation. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. But if you just really like this video, give me a like or subscribe for a follow, so that way I can give you more messages like this in the future. All right, soul friends, I love you. Bye. Hi soul friends, this is pile number 3's message. So let's go ahead and get into it. Just as a reminder, we are talking about past lives and kind of what we should be expecting in terms of a soulmate. So I think it's interesting how the Six of Cups had been shown to me in each and every single pile. So that's just kind of a lesson for me of understanding what soulmates look like from my spirit guides. So they're definitely teaching me about the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups here for you is an older gentleman who is giving flowers to a younger female. So that might be symbolic of something. For those of you who are looking for love, you might seek love in someone who's older, or if it's the other way around, you might be an older gentleman or someone who has more of that yang energy, who might fall in love with someone who's much younger. So we'll see. Only time will tell about that, but I felt called to talk about that. And also I have the Two of Cups here. So definitely there is some soulmate energy coming through here. So I am definitely getting the lessons here, and I am so grateful to have you to teach me about these lessons. So I did definitely want to get an overall message for you guys. So with that, I'm pulled out my Cosmic Oracle cards to see what comes out of here. So let's go ahead and shuffle those cards and see what comes out. I kind of want to get an overall message because I definitely have some energy flowing through here that is needing to be said, but I just need a little bit more clarification. So Spirit, could you please use your energy to pull out a card for me and give me the overall message for our pile number 3 soul friends? Let's see what is to be said here. Okay. Spirit, please use your energy to pull out one card for us. Thank you in advance for the energy and the wisdom that you are bestowing onto me and my friends. Thank you. Spirit, may I please have one card? Come on. Let's see. Just need one card, Spirit. These are kind of thick and sticky. Let's see. I wish you guys could feel these cards. Let's see. Okay. We're not going to get any jumpers. Let's try one more time. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. Okay, message received. We will pull a card this way. Be fearless. Interesting. I've never pulled that card before. Let's see. And then this one, hope, came up too. That was on the bottom of the deck before too, and it's popped up again. So be fearless in hope. Oh, that's interesting. Look at how that kind of correlates with each other. It's like a bright light. And you know, when I was pulling the cards earlier, I had pulled the Ace of Pentacles as well. And there's sun here. There's sun there. I never noticed how big the sun was here. And I never noticed any of these cards either. So there's definitely a correlation between these. And just the message that I'm getting right off the bat is they're reminding me of the Sun Tarot card. Eternal happiness. Something that you've always dreamt up for yourself. You are on the route to that. You have love coming in that's going to give you warmth, give you so much love, so much happiness that is going to happen for you. But you need to be fearless and have hope. So let's go ahead and see what the card says for be fearless here. And let's see. Be fearless. Do you really want to look back on your life and see how wonderful it could have been had you not been afraid to live it? Has fear been holding you back from pursuing your dreams and following your heart? Do you hold a fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of change, fear of making a mistake, fear of what society may think, and fear of life and death? The fear of failing can be immobilizing, and many wonderful opportunities are missed because of it. It serves only as a wall, stopping you from living a joyous life. When you hide behind the walls of fear, you not only slow down the process of transformation and growth, but you also attract what you most fear. Interesting. So that is interesting because I had been listening to a new book. It's called Your Life's Purpose by Kim Russo. So if you are interested, definitely pick up that book because she teaches us about our psychic abilities, but also kind of how the inner workings and outer workings of the universe and how that kind of affects us. And one thing that she had explained in that book is about the polarity of life. And a lot of people think that love is the opposite of hate, and hate is the opposite of love. But what people don't realize, and what she explains, is that it's really the polarity of the world is love versus fear, because hate is really rooted in fear. And what she says is that the more we put out love, the more our energy and our worlds reflect love. And that can mean many things. It can mean that there's just people around you that do everything in an intention to give love. It might not necessarily mean that you have someone who just loves you and there's just one person in your life that loves you. It's you're surrounded by so much love. You're surrounded by family. You're surrounded by babies. You're surrounded by dogs and cats and pets that give unconditional love. It's having a whole new perspective of what love means on earth, and just being content with that. But then there's also another side of that where it's kind of like the other end, where it's fear. And if you continue to fear, if you do things rooted in fear, the more fear will be surrounded around you. So what the general message is here is trying to say that you need to be mindful of fear and how it's played a big pivotal portion in your life. And I am seeing here that in your past, there was a lot of fear-based circumstances. There was a lot of fear in your past, but now I think you're having an emotional kind of upheaval, or you're doing something with the matters of the heart. It's like you're looking at things with a new love goggle. You are seeing that there is a lot of love around you, and they're trying to give you kudos of like, yes, the more you allowed fear in your life to hold you back, the more you were just like the Cosmic Oracle had said, it's immobilizing. You were at a state where you were not moving. And now you have kind of connected with your heart chakra. And now there is so much more that is going to be coming through. So this message, I'm not necessarily getting that you know who your soulmate is right now. You don't know, I'm not getting an energy that you know this person just yet, but you will, because now you're on this path of removing fear and becoming more fearless. Now you have hope and you are fearless. Now you are living in an alignment of true love and no more fear. That's what I'm getting. And I think the love there that I'm seeing in this pile is more of like seeing the love that's around you, not necessarily around like love in your family, because that definitely could be a thing, but I'm getting the sense that now you have a new perspective of how love is around you, like your best friends, like how they provide so much love for you, and how like your coworkers, and how there's so much love now that you feel abundant. And the more you become in alignment with that love, the more abundance will come in terms of a soulmate, because there definitely is someone that's waiting for you. With these two of cups and the 6 of cups, there's someone waiting. And now I think this is just like a friendly reminder from your spirit guides of now you know what love looks like. Now that you have this new perspective, now you'll be able to really bring in abundance. You have worked really hard with understanding how you are inside, meaning like there's been some traumas that have happened to you in a past, or not a past life, but like that has happened to you in the past, and now you are becoming very intelligent. Now you're having an understanding of who you are, and how the inner workings of yourself really resonates. Like you really now know how to work with conflict. Now you really know how to work with trauma. Now you understand yourself from a whole new perspective, and with that you are leaving in room for someone to come in, because now you have a new perspective of love. And they're trying to remind me that pile number 2 is very similar to this. So there is a lot of messages in pile number 2 that you might want to tap into. But yeah, there's definitely a lot here. I'm getting the sense that you now know how to achieve things because you've done a lot of work. Now you're able to hit the mark with the 2 of Swords here present, is because I think of the crow as like intelligence, and then I've got the cat here, which is also symbolic of being cunning and being very intelligent and very quick. So a combination of this, you can do this blinded. You can literally hit the mark without even thinking it. Now you have tapped into your heart chakra, you have tapped into kind of your intuition, and you've really honed in on that, and now you are this King of Swords. You are able to really recognize things for what it is, and with the combination of that, it's really going to work in your favor to when you really meet your soulmate. Someone's going to come in and you're going to know immediately. It's like this intuition now that you have really worked on. Now you've got those tools to understand, okay, this person really feels familiar, and that intuition is going to kick in, and you're going to know that this person's your soulmate. But there is a reminder here of remaining balanced, because I have the 2 of Pentacles here in its reversal, and I have the Temperance here in its reversal. So making sure that you remain balanced, because that is something that's going to keep you away from this. Being mindful of when there's too much indulgence in things, maybe isolation. That could be something that you indulge in that might not be helpful for you. Or there could be an indulgence in just only spending time with only a sector of friends. You know, it's just making sure that you have a well-rounded life. Yes, you can definitely have some isolation. You can definitely have some alone time. You definitely can have some time with your friends, but making sure that you keep everything balanced. And that might mean that like you have to come up with a schedule if that helps for you, because I do have this King of Swords and he's very regimented. So that might work for you. If it doesn't, if you don't really resonate with that, it's more of just making sure like, hey, you know what? I realize I'm spending a whole lot of time with my friend Amy. Maybe I should mix it up a little bit, you know, and seeing how else you can balance out your schedule. And that also reminds me of work too, of like making sure that your work-life balance is really balanced. You're not spending too much time on your work, making sure that you have time for yourself, having time to go get a glass of wine at the bar. And then from there, you have that ability to meet your soulmate. You know, seeing that type of balance is allowing you to open up the opportunities for this interaction with the soulmate that you're supposed to meet. You know, once you allow that balance to come through, that's when the spirit will be able to come through with this new opportunity, this love opportunity. It's going to be flying in. So that's definitely a new message for you of like, the more you balance your life, the more you're opening up opportunities for this love to come through. So that's really beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what else. I kind of want to understand what you should be expecting for this loved one, this new love. Let's kind of get some attributes of this person. So I'm going to go ahead and use the archetype cards for Caroline Miss. So let's see. I want to know. Let's see what you should be expecting for this person. Spirit, I would like some insight onto this person that should be coming into their life. What should they expect from their attributes and their archetypes? Ugh. They don't want me to shuffle. Not today. They're like, Danielle, no, we can't. Let's try. Let's try. Woo! Okay. We're going to go the old-fashioned way. Let's do a little bit more shuffling. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Victim. Prevent you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Shadow. Play the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity and ability to maintain personal boundaries. So I know you're probably thinking like, what? I don't want a victim. I think it's more of, that might be a message for yourself of like, just please be mindful that you're not a victim of circumstances. Or don't allow yourself to be victimized by others. Make sure that kind of energy, yes, okay, now I remember. Or now I know. They're saying that the energy of this victim, like if you ever have this energy of being a victim, remember that kind of energy exudes off of you. So that's definitely an energy here. Also, that's in terms of balance, making sure that with this new perspective, this new mindset of like what you've had to go through in the past, and now having this new intelligence of what you've went through, making sure to be mindful of this victim energy, because it definitely exudes off an energy field around you. So the more you do that, the more people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to be with this person. They, like they kind of give me an interesting energy. Just be mindful of that. Bring into that balance, the balance of your new insight, the new perspectives, the new intelligence that you've gained over time, making sure that you don't always feel like a victim, because that energy will definitely come through. Oh, wow. Okay. Spirit like fooled me into that one. They're like, no, there's another message for this person. Okay, Spirit, can we please get, oh, okay. Child, friendships with animals, communication with nature, spirits, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So this is another thing of like making sure that you have a childlike nature towards you, making sure that the people, like you have a childlike nature towards experiences and adventures. That might be someone who, like I had asked Spirit to kind of give me the attributes of the person that you should be expecting. They might have that energy. They might have that childlike adventure that is going to be different than what you have expected in the past, or like what you've experienced in the past. This person is definitely going to be more jovial. I think there's a lot of hints here too. I have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who is very youthful. And I do have someone here who, I have the Six of Cups with the older gentleman and the younger woman. So that there is going to be an element of youthfulness that might come through with the person, whichever which way you resonate with. If you feel like you're that jovial person, then you might have someone that comes in that's a little bit more mature. And the person that, if it's the opposite, if you resonate more with this kind of more mature, level-headed energy, then you're going to have someone that comes through that is very jovial, very young, and is going to have this like desire for adventure and really get you out of your shell. That's something that I really feel strongly about. So this person that you're thinking of, that might be signs that like, yes, this is the person that I'm supposed to be with, because you guys are kindred souls. You guys are from each other's past lives. So you will have that intuition to know when this person comes through. That will definitely come out. So that's really beautiful. And let's go ahead and pull a couple more charms. Let's see what this person would be like. Spirit, can I please have some charms to kind of give me an idea of what my soul friends from pile number 3 should be expecting from this person? I have a few charms. Yes. Oh, for sure. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's interesting. I have the sun again. You can't quite see it in here. These charms are so tiny, but I have the sun again, or I have the star. So it is interesting how that kind of correlates of like there is definitely some sun energy that's coming through this opportunity that has been divinely guided to you. And lo and behold, I have a little girl here. I have a little girl. So you might resonate more with that male energy. If you do, this person's going to have like that younger female yin energy that's definitely coming through. There's this mask here. So let's see what that kind of means. I'm not really picking up on anything on the mask, but let's see what else comes through. Yeah. Hope. That's interesting. Always have hope. Always have hope. That's interesting. You can't see it on here, but that's definitely a hope card here. They're saying like the faith that you have is what's going to get you closer to this person, having that hope. They're going to have the key to your heart. You're going to be willing to give them the key to your heart. And I have the bird. So for the bird, for me, it's more of seeing signs around you, remembering that your spirit guides are guiding you. So you might see angel numbers, you might see birds, you might see butterflies. However you connect with your spirit guides, that's how they're going to be connecting with you. And once you start to see those signs, once you see them come in faster and faster, that's when you're going to be coming in closer and closer to meeting this person. Let's go ahead and get a couple more. Kind of curious about this mask. Yeah. So this person might be very athletic. I'm just getting that like from the attributes here. Again, this is a symbol for signs. Like, so butterflies might actually be your symbol from your spirit guides. And then I have the cross here. So always remembering that you're doing things out of love, remembering that there is tons of love around you. Because when I think of Christ in the sense of love, how much love Christ was giving to others. And so making sure that you remember all of the love that surrounds you will be bringing you closer into alignment with that. And again, I'm still trying to figure out what's to be said here with the mask, but I'm getting the sense of like, okay, I'm thinking of like really New Orleans. So like if you are from New Orleans, that might be a message specifically from you. You might be taking a trip to New Orleans. I'm not getting the sense that there's like going to be any sneakiness from this. I think it's really just symbolic for you of like, there might be an opportunity where you get to go and travel to New Orleans. That might be for some of you. But yeah, that's what I have for you. And I am so proud of you, and your spirit guides are really proud of you for how you've done a lot of internal work, a lot of shadow work, and how this is just moving you closer to who you need to be with. In terms of your soulmate. So yes, there might be some extra messages for you in pile number 2. So definitely go over there and check it out. And yeah, if any of this resonates, please let me know in the comments, give me a like, or just subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more messages like this for you. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I love you. All right. Bye, soul friends. Bye.